So how are we doing this intro? You guys are duetting? You're doing...
That's what I was told. I mean, I got to read the lyrics, but yeah. Like, I'm going to read and sing. I was already practiced it. I practiced it.
You don't need it. Wow, that was excuse me for asking.
You guys are going to be this generation's...
Go ahead and sing it.
Generation Hall and Oates.
This generation's Anita Baker and Michael McDonald.
It's got reverb on.
My balls are totally moving, new and improving. Knock down, we get back up. I got the heart and desire. My balls are on fire, ready to take us to the top. Welcome to the show. Did you know that your mob is up?
Solid.
Yo, I did it.
You did.
Right?
Do you, I mean, you're in a band, right?
Yeah.
You're a
And you're the
singer in a band?
Yeah.
Why did you talk that?
Well, I'm more of a spoken word singer.
That's not true. I've seen you sing.
More of a Lou Reed
More of a
style?
Lou Reed, yeah. Lou
Yeah,
Reed.
you know that it doesn't.
Little Bob Dylan. Does
Taking
Bob
a
Dylan do
walk
that
on the
too?
wild side doesn't quite fit that.
Yeah. I didn't know how aggressive you wanted me to get.
What? You're as noticing. I've seen you perform. You're like screaming and kicking and jumping around. Wait, what's up? You don't like my show?
When I'm not on stage, I'm an introvert. You know what it is? Podcasting stresses me out.
You have one.
I know, I have one, yeah.
You've been on several.
Yeah, they stress me out.
This right now is a high stress situation.
Yeah, am I stressing you out?
High stress. I
Wait,
get stressed out on
seriously?
pods. Not you don't stress me out, no.
But my show stresses you out?
No.
You just said you got stressed on
I
podcasts.
said podcast stress me out.
Is this show stressing you out?
Nah.
Are you a bad liar?
The balls are on fire, ready to take to the top.
You don't like my song, huh?
No, I loved it. I was dying laughing when I was driving over here playing it.
You guys had the energy of like a pro wrestling tag team
Yeah.
doing your entrance right there.
Who are those brothers?
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers.
I'm sure you know them personally, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with him, right?
Yeah, right.
Obviously.
You did?
I am a bushwhacker.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm just riffing.
Oh, you just remember? Okay.
Weren't they an Australian WWF tag team?
Yeah. That's
right.
why I grew
Those
up
guys
with
were
them.
Australian?
No.
Weren't they?
The
No.
Bushwhackers? No.
I don't remember.
I mean, they were. It's like was the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
At one point in time, there was
Don't break my heart.
The
He's
wrestler,
from New Zealand.
the wrestler Kane.
There you go. Close
you
enough.
okay?
Same thing.
You better watch your mouth.
I know,
Michael.
right? What are you gonna, you can't hit him with the close enough.
That's
on
not
New
cool.
Zealand.
That's not cool, man.
but
I
it
mean,
was
I'm
like-
half New Zealand.
Man,
There's
you
that
whacked
one
one
wrestler,
bush.
Kane, where for the longest time he talked through a machine. Then you realize years later the guy can actually talk. So
He's not really from hell.
No, he's not really from hell.
Fun fact.
Yeah, very fun fact.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I know.
The Undertaker, believe it or not, is alive.
Yeah.
He's alive. Yeah,
He has been the whole time.
Yeah, Kane grew up in Peoria.
Did you know that the Undertaker likes to vacation at the
Turks and
What is that?
Caicos.
Turks and
Turks and
Caicos.
Caicos?
Yeah,
Really?
I know.
I'm not. I don't really dig the
You say
island beach
F-bombs
shit.
a lot.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, do I need to slow down on the F-bomb?
Just the first 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You've already said 5.
Damn, have I?
Yeah.
Darn.
Because you're nervous.
I'll say darn.
Makes no sense.
What did I say? So darn. I darn not like.
Can we dub
Turks.
his darn for the first 5 F-bombs that he did?
He talked through a darn machine. Then you realize, no, I loved it. I was dying laughing when I was driving over here. Darn, playing it. I don't really dig the darn.
You say
island darn
F-bombs
shit.
a lot. McCone can do it.
That's a tight edit. Yeah. What were we talking about? Turks.
Turks
Yeah,
and Caicos, yeah.
Yeah, I don't dig any of that kind of
You know,
going to the water.
you're obviously a huge fan of my show. You saw a Batman episode, right?
I don't even know a podcast that I've actually like watched or listened to.
Ever.
I mean, there was a Rogan one I probably listened to.
Right.
for sure.
Because your friend was on it or something.
No, it was a guy that was pretty interesting. It's this black dude who got like over like 200 something KKK members to like leave the Klan, and I thought that was a pretty.
Is that like the movie?
His name's Daryl Davis. No, that's Klansman. That's a different story. But this guy named Daryl Davis.
Yeah.
He's like there he is, bottom left. The way he's gotten them to do it is just he just has conversations that just got to know these guys. And then
He didn't eat them?
Nah. And then I guess just hearing these dudes these dudes probably just hearing what they're saying and their ideology, and they're probably like, yo, this is dumb.
Yeah.
So then I think that's why they probably, and he's a good guy. You know, he showed them a side of like humanity that they've probably never seen before.
To be a black guy and to talk to the Klansmen with an open heart shows that you have a lot of love in your heart.
Oh, for sure.
Because it'd be very difficult not to be like, you know what, man?
Let me just beat your ass.
Yeah.
Right? Let me just...
You know what? I changed my mind.
Yeah.
Come outside. Let me talk to you for a second.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, man, come on. Those
but
guys.
no, yeah. So that episode, that's probably I probably watched another one, but that's probably the only one I've actually like.
Well, the only reason I brought it up is because Batman was on the show the other day, and a friend of mine that's on the show a lot, he was on the Serious show. He's actually a friend of mine in real life. The Dingo, he's a very funny man himself.
Yes,
Good.
I've seen the Dingo.
Yeah,
I
you've
have.
seen him.
I used to see him on like Fantasy Factory and shit.
Yep, he's been on there.
He's
good
a
friends with
rapper.
Rob. Nope, not at all.
All right, I lied.
He kind of runs the celebrity team of Monster.
That's tight.
Like when you see celebrities saying, I like energy too, it's probably Dingo that did that.
You sure he's never made a rap album?
No, he cannot rap. He can't read or really speak. Yeah, but I love him to death.
We put him on our albums to rap, and it didn't work out very well.
Yeah, no, he just started spracking off about stuff that didn't rhyme at all.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, Dingo, for thinking that you rap.
He's an all-terrain vehicle.
He's
lovable.
He's like the definition of universal language.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Like
just lovable.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He's
he's
like
a guy
a
that can
human-
like universally just
He's
be
like
anywhere.
a human puppy dog.
He's like this generation's Crocodile Dundee.
It's like that, pretty much, because
Yeah.
everybody loves Crocodile Dundee. You know who that
Friend
is,
to
right?
all
I
men.
know who he is, but I don't know much about it. I just know
You don't like him?
I don't know him.
Seems like you don't like him.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
Seem like that.
I said I didn't know him.
You seem uptight today, man.
I'm not uptight.
Are we cool?
Yeah, we're great. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, well, relax, man.
I am relaxed, am I?
Oh, you seem tense. The way you sung that song was like you didn't like my show.
No, I was just trying to really remember the lyrics.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you could scream it if you knew the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed if I scream it, I know the lyrics, and if I talk it, I don't.
Also, I was going off the way you sang it.
You couldn't. I was singing it. My microphone didn't. Your microphone.
No, it was the video I watched.
I sing it. I scream it.
Not when I saw it. Look at you looking confused. I know what I saw when I saw it.
I'm trying to. Maybe there was a time where you did it different. I'm just trying to think of when that would have been. I feel like it's been pretty consistently. I'm trying to help you out. I want to help. I want to help
So
you.
the black man's a liar.
You don't have to put black on it. I know you're trying to flinch me because I'm so pasty, but yeah, man, you're lying. How about that? Care what color you are, asshole. Try to deflect. Oh, you're coming after the black guy, Jason. I'm like, what? Am I? No, I like black people. I think, like, what's going on? No, you're just lying. You're just a dude that lies.
I know. I'm sorry.
Can you dunk? Because you can do a backflip standing.
I used to be able to dunk.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Not
but
because you're
not-
black, just because you can do a backflip, and that
just
takes a leap.
Yeah. But it was like, it took me a while to like really understand. I can't do it no more, but
Yeah.
I used to be able to like get up there and like,
I used to be able to dunk a smaller ball
yeah.
because I had like just enough of a.
But you got big hands.
Yeah, but it was more the ball's size and if I came across the face of it, I could dunk it into the corner
Yeah,
of the side of the hoop. If I come straight on, I would get denied every time.
Yeah.
So I was missing about 4 inches of leap.
How'd you find that?
You do backflips all the time. What you
Wait,
talking
where'd you
about?
find that out?
On YouTube.
I mean, that is.
Yeah, I can't.
I used to do
That was
backflips.
back in the day.
Oof.
Wait, you saying you can't do it now?
No, not that good. Hell no.
But you can still do one?
I can still do it, just not that good.
See, that's interesting.
I gained a lot more weight. I need to lose weight.
Why did you gain weight? Are you a
fucking good.
vegan?
Huh? No, I'm not a vegan. I'm vegetarian. I still love pizza. I like carbs.
Okay, that's
Carbs
why.
are fucking great.
That's why, though.
I know, yeah.
Because carbs are the enemy.
Carbs are the enemy.
They are.
And they try to tell you, like, all these fucking things that try to tell you, like, where they're like, you can lose weight and still eat all your favorite foods. I'm like, no, I can't.
Oh, no, that's if you run marathons.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
If you swim as much as, like, an Olympic swimmer every day, all day for like 8 hours. Yeah, man, you can eat whatever you want.
Michael Phelps had the craziest diet
because of what he was doing in the day. Yeah. Dude, I've lost weight for a fight where I trained somewhere and I was cutting weight to make a certain weight for the fight, and I trained at a gym for 2 hours, did a bunch of strength and conditioning, and then I sparred for somebody for like 50 minutes. And then we both got on the scale, and I'd already made weight for the fight.
Oh, wow.
Because I was in there for 2 hours, and this guy, particular gym, he loved to close the outside and have it get hot in there.
Yeah.
So it's good for conditioning, because I remember there was a time, because I'm a sweaty guy, if I stood in the same spot for more than 2 seconds, the padding where my weight was making a dent in the padding would start to fill up as a puddle and my foot would slip.
Yeah.
Because it was just pouring off me. Like more than being in a 200-degree sauna. It was just showering off me. Every punch flying everywhere.
But how great do you feel when it's over?
What do you mean?
Like that's got to be like a great feeling. Like you went through like, this hell, with all the doors closed and sweating. And then when it's over, you're like, I don't know.
I'll tell you, the good
almost
bit,
therapeutic.
Not straight away, because you're still in hell, and then being in the gym, still in hell. But once I got out in the cold, because it'd be nighttime, and then I'd get the cold on me, and then I would have water or electrolytes, and the electrolytes going in me, I could feel it going into my stomach and like spreading around in me because I had nothing left. That felt good. Same with cutting weight. When you get to drink and eat after cutting weight, there's a euphoric feeling to that.
That's what I love. Because like in cheerleading, like we were practicing, like our gyms were almost similar, like kind of like warehouse type shit, where they take like a warehouse and put all the,
you don't cut weight to be in
no,
that.
It's not that you cut weight, but like I lived in Arizona. I grew up in Arizona.
Okay,
so like those warehouses in the summertime is just like brutal. But I always loved that feeling like of just like we're just kicking our asses, you know, for 2-3 hours or whatever of practice, and then once practice was over, it's just like,
well, I feel you flush your system out.
Yeah.
So I feel like whenever you flush your system out, maybe it like whatever you put in next is going to deter how you're going to feel for the next couple of hours. But if you put something good in after you flush your system out, all you have in you is good.
Yeah.
Which, as you know, because I know you hang out with Toby, and eating clean or eating good is a thing that if you're on the cutting edge of fitness,
does that. I mean,
he's running all the time.
I know what I
right?
look like.
Is this happening? Are you getting bigger because your stand-up career is so much better and you're on the road constantly?
No.
Because I've noticed that with comics. The up late, no food.
Yeah.
You get to the hotel and it's like, we only have this. And it's like, we're on the plane, you only have this.
Okay, yeah, actually, I can say that's fair. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I started hitting the road consistently, I wasn't that big. But you know what, but you know what, I should have the discipline and stuff like that. Also, let me put it to you like this. I needed to know what it was like to feel like what fat is. You know what I mean? I needed to know what this is.
Is this the biggest you've ever been?
This is the biggest I've ever been.
Really?
Yeah. Bro, OG me was back in the day. Like, I was darn.
Wow.
That's like you.
Yeah, so
that
look
is
at me
not
right
you.
here. Like, that's me
Holy
at 22 years old.
Oh, my. What was that?
I was about, how old was I? I was 22, and I think I weighed, I think I was probably one.
Dude.
No
wonder you can do a backflip fat.
Yeah, right.
That is easy.
You kind of just,
dude, you can. You did. Standing front flip is the sickest.
Yeah, I was a wild
double
dude.
flip.
But there's a part where I have my shirt off. You'll see.
You got abs.
Yeah, you'll see it. It's coming up right after this.
Oh, look at
it's coming up right after this.
That's got to be so fun.
Yeah, but you got to realize that was me every day. That's not that part. The next part is me without the shirt. You'll see it right now. Right there. So I was just darn.
Dude. Dude, you are jacked. Man, that is a gay jump right there.
Yeah. Bro, when I cheer, bro, it's borderline gay, bro.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Hey, everybody. Remember Liquid Death? I do. It's the greatest water out of all the waters, and it's the coolest water out of all the waters, and it's the friendliest water for the environment out of all the waters. So that's a triple threat.
And it's the most metal of all soft drinks. I'm the kind of guy who spends a lot more days than I wish I did at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And everybody at Disneyland sucks. And when you're at Disneyland, you kind of suck too.
It's true.
But you do feel, a man feels like he salvages a tiny little bit of his dignity when he is able to reach into his stroller and pull out a frosty can of Liquid Death and make his day at Disneyland just a little bit metal.
Dude, with all the new flavors they have, like, check it out. If you're a soda drinker, like, all these different flavors that they have, there's just no calories in it. Is it as sugary as, like, the mainstream sugar drinks? No. But it's not bad for you in any way, and it, like, stops you from, like, putting on pounds, and you're still drinking. You're getting a drink that's, like... Because to me, I love sugar, man. And these things are, like, a cheat to me. I get away with it. I get away with murder.
Yep. Speaking of getting away with it, you can get free shipping of Liquid Death's Mountain Water, flavored, sparkling, and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, Instacart. It's everywhere. Go to liquiddeath.com/Ellis. Check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That is liquiddeath.com/Ellis. liquiddeath.com/Ellis. How does one get into that? I always wondered.
I had a huge crush on this girl. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the story, huh?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Is that how you got into it?
Yep.
How'd it work out?
Girlfriend got
How'd
you
it
into
work out?
Well, you see him here, don't you?
Yeah.
Single as shit. You single?
Yeah, single. Yeah. No, I didn't work
out. Are you dating?
You know what? Actually, so my first relationship ever was at 31. We were together for 4 years.
Wait, did you bone people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we were together for 4 years, and then we broke up like 2 years ago. And so I pretty much stopped doing everything because I like those feelings I had were so strong.
Yeah.
And I've never been in love before.
Yeah.
And I
That's
didn't
one
want
time.
Yeah, and I didn't want like a rebound type of thing, so I just didn't do anything.
Oh, wow.
So for the past 2 years, I almost went like full monk.
Wow.
Yeah.
By choice.
By choice.
So when girls would be like, hey, you're pretty funny,
Yeah,
like, blah,
I
blah,
was-
blah.
yeah.
I like that backflip. You're like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And you never had a feeling of like, man, why not just a little, you were dead set on not hooking up.
I went on like maybe like a couple dates here and there.
But not
and stuff
to
like
bone.
That, but no, not to bone. I just couldn't find it in myself to like do that.
You were real heartbroken, huh?
Yeah. That's my
did
first
she break up
relationship
with you?
ever. Yeah.
Dude.
Like I said, that's my first relationship ever.
Why'd
So
she break up with you? If this is too personal, you can say
no, it wasn't anything. Like we don't have bad blood or anything like that. What are you doing, kitty?
He's
Are you
licking your
my
pants.
There was no bad blood or anything like that. It's just I think there was things.
She live in LA?
Yeah, I think there was things of her life that she just wanted to fucking do something different for herself, and she felt like she wasn't really in a place where she really could like really fucking have a longevity in relationships. So
After 4 years.
yeah, and that's what she felt bad about, you know.
That she dragged it for 4 years before she figured that out.
Yeah, but
She
also
should feel
bad.
bad.
I don't take it like personal. It's like okay, that's life. I mean,
But your body probably took it personal.
my body.
I'm not saying relax.
I am chunky because of
I
it.
don't mean that. I mean, dude, to me, sometimes I've understood things in my head, and I've gone, that's what it is. And then later on, it seems like I still haven't moved on, and that's when I say body. It's like my soul hasn't figured it out.
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel
I
like
see what you're
mentally,
saying.
I understand. Okay, it's
Yeah.
over. And then for some weird reason, I'm still living in this misery. Like, why am I doing that when I know it's over?
So that was me too. You know, like with that. So it's like, hey, you shouldn't do anything if you're like still feeling that. You should like sit down and you got to let yourself come off of this high.
That is really smart.
Yeah.
That's very grown up.
I know I'm pretty fucking stoic. You know, I read a lot of Stoicism and shit like that. So that kind of
Wait,
like
is
guided
Stoicism
me.
a word?
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of like guided me through that whole process.
But
And
you're not
I
kidding.
just started reading.
You
a
read the
lot.
Stoics.
Yeah. So I started reading like a lot. Like the Daily Stoic. I read like, my anger was like at a level that, because I've gone through like 3 different anger management teachers.
Are you okay
in my
with him
life.
being on you?
You know what's kind of funny?
What?
Cats terrify me.
And you're just letting him creep out on you?
Yeah.
He is white too. Does that bother you?
Nah, I love white people.
You are used to white people.
I am
huh?
used to. But like cats, like usually like it's when they're on me that they terrify me. But
Your
if they're
parents
just walking
never
around,
had cats?
No. But
So
You want
right
me to
now,
get him off?
right now you're terrified.
no, I'm pretty stoked.
Do you want me to get him
listen,
off?
listen. One thing I learned.
I can put him in the bedroom if you want.
Here's the funniest thing. One thing I learned in Stoicism is pretty much like it's the way I say. I'll say it the way I say it. But it's like, why would I flinch if nothing's happened? So.
For the uninitiated, how would you boil down what is the school of thought, the school of philosophy that is Stoicism?
It's all making it about you and no one else. It's all you're bringing everything down to yourself and not anyone else. So like, one of the things is like try not to suffer from imagined thoughts. You know what I mean? Which is a thing that I like, struggle with. And that's like where the anger like kicks in. That's
all
why I
do.
get so angry.
Yeah.
Like my anger gets to a point to where like I want to hurt someone.
Somebody. Right.
Yeah,
Me too.
Like it gets to that point, but I've like I said, I've gone through 3 different anger management teachers, and like I've been going to I went through anger management all the way from like 15 to like 20 something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I kind of just used a lot of their teachings and kind of like carry that on to today. And actually, my ex is the one that told me about Stoicism because she was like, "This is like kind of who you are." And then once I started reading like a lot of the shit, I was like, "Oh wow." I connect with it so much, you know what I mean? But one of the biggest things is like, just bringing everything to like making everything about you and not necessarily anyone else, and bringing it down to yourself.
When you say that, you mean like if there's a problem, you guys have a disagreement or somebody has a disagreement, you don't worry about what their side of it is. You just worry about your side of it?
Yeah, it's like I got to worry about my reaction, not their
Right.
reaction. You know what I mean?
I can relate to the anger and wanting to hurt people.
Oh my gosh.
Like I wouldn't say I'm completely past it, but I don't think I've ever been further away from it in my entire life.
There's times I've had like in my head, like good friendships, if we have like a slight disagreement, there's times in my head where I'm like, fuck them.
Right.
Like straight up.
Yep.
And like I visualize the friendship ending off of something that and meanwhile we haven't even talked about it yet.
me too.
But I just know it's like I just
Boiling your own blood.
boiling.
Yep. Okay.
But you got to realize I grew up very violent.
How do you mean that?
I grew up. My stepfather was like abusive and shit.
So wait, you were adopted and your stepfather was...
No. So I was with my biological mom and my stepfather, and then
okay.
I was adopted into a white family after that.
Okay, so the white family was not abusive.
Nah,
But the damage was already done.
They fucking love Michael Bublé and shit. But the damage was already done. Yeah.
I understand
but
that.
But also here's the thing. I don't. So I guess this is an easy
We're
way
very
to
similar,
explain Stoicism. So
I grew up with a white
why it
family,
makes
too.
it- You did?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Come on, bro. Let's do that. Bro, that's why we fucking get along. But so I don't have any fucking hate towards my stepfather at all.
Yeah.
So because I learned about him. Right, I learned a lot
Yes.
about him, understood what he went through and the things that happened to him, and so I've kind of just taken that. I understand what happened between he and I, but like as far as like what it is today, like I mean, the dude texted me on my birthday this year, and I can't remember the last time that man's ever said happy birthday to me.
Why do you think this year and not all the other years?
I think it's just because I've like grown into a person to where like I'm like, hey, like not that I've ever asked for an apology or need an apology, but I've kind of just taken it upon myself to just be nice to him.
Because you weren't in the past?
I just didn't talk to him. I was very stoned.
Because of the things that happened in your childhood?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
But also, I don't want
because you know that the anger you
It already
keep to him is
happened.
the anger that you're keeping with yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yes.
You're punishing
Yes, exactly.
yourself for his mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then once my mom, I just started asking my mom questions. I was like, yo, what was his childhood like?
Yeah.
And then I started learning this shit. I was like, oh. And then I realized he didn't get the things that I got, which is the these books and someone like,
Second chance.
someone kind of sticking their hand out to me and like helping me up.
Right.
He didn't get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why would I hate the dude? You know what I
No,
mean?
when you-
it's just kind of boring. And also it's such a boring thing to me now. Like it's exhausting to just be like, fuck that guy. And it, like, I've had people go, oh man, like, fuck that dude. And like, I hate him. I go, I don't.
Right.
I don't hate him.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you
also, it's my fucking stepdad, bitch.
But you gotta let
Sorry,
it
that
go.
was aggressive. I'm
you
sorry.
gotta let
that
it
was
go.
aggressive. That was aggressive.
I can't speak on your behalf, but objectively, it looks like it's like this person already took something away from you for a period of time, and you can't change that. Well, they made your life less optimal than it could have been, but that doesn't have to be. You can't. That doesn't mean you have to let them continue to affect the rest of your life.
Well, the thing is like, I get what you're saying on that part too, and I agree. But when I after I dissected it all, when I realized it, I was like, oh, he really didn't take anything from me. You know, like he may have it may have seemed that way, but when I really think about it, like, I did a lot of dope shit. You know, like
with him.
Like no. I've never felt like a son.
Right.
So like, yeah, like the whole parents thing is like a weird thing to me. But
were your step parents like a father? Was he like a father to you? Your stepdad?
my adopted father.
Your adopted father. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, and also I reconnected with my biological father.
And how is he?
He's good too. Like all three of them are very active in my life, but it's just like, I just never felt like a son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've like bounced around so much.
Yeah.
Like, so like that world is like confusing to me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's just, I think
But
it's
it's
just
hard for you to relate to other people because you don't have the same. You have this weird upbringing where you got all these people bouncing you around.
Yeah, for sure.
People that grew up with a dad that loved them, that was their dad from the get-go, don't understand what it's like to be you.
Exactly.
And you can feel it. Even
I
if
can
you
feel
can't,
it, yeah.
Even if you guys can't discuss it with each other by using words, you feel different than the other person.
Yeah, also it's like, because like we're all like in a good position now, and I'm 37, so like it's like I'm 37 years old, and it's like trying to feel like a son is like, I mean, maybe one day I will.
Yeah.
But I mean, as of right now, like I've just never really, like I know I've never felt that before.
Yeah.
You know, and it's no disrespect to like, you know, any of them at all. They're fucking amazing people. Like, I mean, I think the relationship with my stepfather is fucking dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, let's be honest. Like, it is what it is. What happened is what happened.
Yeah.
But also, like, I know what happened to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. I just come to a point in my life where I've seen it do more damage to myself to fucking feel the other way.
Right. And now you're in a position where, you know, you got your career and you've got, you mean the friends that I know that are your friends are some of the greatest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah. 1,000.
Special people, really are.
1,000%.
And you have that in your life, and to spend any time in regret or resentment at your past is a waste of time.
Yeah.
When you can look forward now to, I mean, dude, you're a regular at the store. To me, that is like, you know, as a comedian, that is the pinnacle.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know there's things to look through after that,
for sure. But it is a nice thing. It's a nice thing to carry.
You know,
for
like
sure.
you've come and you didn't get it handed to you. You worked your ass off to get there. You know.
But I've always been that way since I was a kid because I've never. So like, validation is a weird thing to me. I've never been one because I've never gotten it. I didn't get it from, you know, my household.
Yeah.
So
now
me,
when you're validated, does it feel suspicious?
Yeah, I'm like, why you say that?
Yeah. when the Comedy Store told you that they wanted you to be a regular, did you
put it this
enjoy
way?
that?
All my friends, they get so hyped on the shit that I do.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't get hyped, and it's not that I don't appreciate it. I just don't show the level of excitement that they do. I've never like shown that. Whenever I've gotten something, I've never been like, yo,
yeah,
I got this. You know,
why do you think that is? You don't trust it? You think it's going to be taken away?
No, I just because I've kind of carried, like when I started skateboarding as a kid, like, you know, I skated with people, but it was just it felt so cool to me because it was my own thing. I didn't need anybody for it, and all I had to do was just go out and do it like freely. Yeah, like that was like and so a lot of times I'd be skating by myself. I would skate with friends and shit, but a lot of times it was just me. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like playing, like learning to play guitar. Like I had some friends help me and shit like that. But then like that and getting into the world of like punk rock music, you know, hardcore punk and all that shit. Like that was just like all me. And then the cheerleading you know, like I worked my ass off in cheerleading just because I would go in. Listen, I was the first guy at practice.
Yep.
And I'd be the last one
Last
out
one
of
to
there.
leave.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Like I was that guy.
Yeah.
Because all these things were just so cool to me, and like cheerleading was extreme. Going to punk rock shows was like extreme to me because we're stage diving and all this shit, and then skateboarding. Like I just loved that.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't see other sports like football, like that didn't catch or basketball. It didn't seem like chaotic to me. It seemed very more structured.
Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas like cheerleading and all these things just felt so free and like chaotic and almost like unknown worlds, especially like, you know, in the 90s, you know, like, I mean, I feel like skateboarding got, you know, was like really rising in the 90s, but like it's even bigger now. But like, you know, being a black kid growing up and skating, like back when I was doing it,
Yeah, I know.
was like a different story.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like some kids don't even know, like it was like
I know.
completely different, you know? So like being in these worlds, and it's almost like to other people, it was anti,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, okay.
And so for me, I was like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
We can all do this.
But you
This
made
is
that
like a free
you made
thing.
that decision nobody else told you to.
Yes.
You did it your way.
Everyone thinks because they're like, oh, you listen to rock and roll because of your white family. No. That was before I got there.
Yeah, and
That was way before I got
I don't
there.
know your adopted family, but they don't seem like they're the hardcore punk scene.
Nah.
Right.
Nah, they're big into church and shit like that.
You already mentioned one of the music genres that they were into.
Oh, Michael Blue. When I said Michael Blue,
That's not
Dude,
hardcore
my
punk.
adopted dad plays that fucking Christmas special.
Right, so you
Michael
do,
Bublé.
You do your own thing.
Yeah. We're happy to talk to you once again about our good friends at Miracle Made. You may not realize this, but when you sleep, you sweat, and unless you are washing your sheets every single day, you, my friend, sleep in a bed of rank nastiness. Unless you step up to the big leagues and get yourself some Miracle Made sheets.
I'm just mad that they only gave me one. I need more because when I wash those, I have to use normal ones.
Yeah, and you're a sweaty, disgusting ape.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. But yeah, I can tell the difference because, as Michael said, I'm a sweaty, disgusting ape.
It's designed for your skin, clear pores, clear, living, breathable sheets that will have you sleeping like royalty.
My cat loves it too.
I can only imagine. Go to trymiracle.com/Ellis and you could try Miracle Made sheets today, whether you're buying them for yourself or for a gift for a loved one. If you
Did you know
order
they're used
today,
in 5-star hotels?
only the finest hotels.
It's true.
If your hotel is not using Miracle Made sheets, your hotel is trash, my friend.
Rumblebean's saying everybody should use the promo code.
Yep, you can order today and save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Ellis at checkout, you're also going to get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. 20% on top of 40% and free NASA towels. Thanks, Miracle Made.
Chris,
It does
yeah.
seem to me a little bit
Well,
that you do a lot of these things to stay away from thinking about your life. Like you dive into things.
Well, at first, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For the longest time, yes.
Yeah.
I would 1,000% agree with that. These
but
were all,
now you can face it. You're
now
a
I
man.
can face
you're
life.
your own man.
And it's made me excel at those things even more.
Right, because when you first dove in, it wasn't on purpose, but you realized to be good at something, you have to dive completely in.
Yeah.
So now you use that angle when it comes to everything that you apply.
Yeah,
yourself
and
to.
also I've always, you know, even though I got friends, I've always felt like a lone wolf, right? But I don't think of it as like a loser or it's like I don't think of it as lame. It's not what it is. But I know, like, I don't do well in group formats.
Yeah.
Like, I think everybody should just solely be able to think for themselves no matter what the fuck they want to believe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think because you're part of this sector that you have to think like this.
Right.
I don't, you know, like in the punk and hardcore world, yeah, there's some ways where you have to think like this. And I don't necessarily agree with like everything
Right.
That in a group where I feel like there's something from everything I can take from.
Yep.
Because I feel like if you can't take from everything, then what the fuck are you really learning?
Yeah.
You kind of cap yourself off.
Yeah.
Like you gave yourself a ceiling when you can't look at everything and try to understand everything and read some shit that you don't necessarily agree with. And
Yeah.
and so I'm like reading it to like agree with it. It's just like why do you have that thought? I question everything.
Yeah.
I question everybody.
Yeah.
I question everybody. You know?
Do you have anybody in comedy that you have looked up to that has been an influence in your career of comedy?
I really love guys like I love Daniel Tosh. I love Bernie Mac. I love Eddie Murphy a lot. Eddie Murphy is probably number one. I love Bill Burr. I love Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
Who else do I love? There's a lot of probably, but if I had to pick number one, it's probably Eddie Murphy.
It's funny.
1000% Eddie Murphy.
I'd met Patrice back in the Opie and Anthony day.
Oh yeah.
And now that I'm a comedian and watching old videos of stuff that he's done, I didn't realize who I was talking to. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what's up with this guy on the show? Like, I didn't care about half the people in the room.
Yeah.
Little did I know that there was probably a few times I was standing in the room with greatness and had
He
no idea.
had a skill set that I don't think I've seen any comedian today be able to do.
Agreed.
You know?
He's a monster.
Yeah, because, you have to know yourself so well to be able to talk the way that he talked.
Yeah.
And I have yet to see a comedian. There's a lot of people that are probably be like, oh, you're like, but in a lot of things, a lot of times, like people are like, oh, he just said the craziest shit. No, there was substance behind the shit he was saying.
Yeah.
Strong substance, and he made it so difficult to be so combative, like with the shit he say.
Yeah.
The shit he was saying.
Very
Like, he has a
smart.
joke. He had a joke about harassment day at work.
Yeah.
He said, I should be able to just harass. He would just say these things.
To argue that
it was
and
so
make
funny.
any sense at all is brilliant.
But he had this analogy with it where it was like if you had a bear and you had a salmon with honey on it, and you just like, the salmon's just walking by the bear every day going, hi, bear. And the bear, all the bear could do is go, oh, hi. Like he had this, like, these funny analogies to a lot of what he was saying that was just so pure and so authentic that, I don't know, yeah, he's a dope one. And now, like, Eddie, for me, Eddie was somebody, like, when I watched him do Delirious, Eddie Murphy Delirious, his first special, he was only 22 years old, in a sold-out theater in DC, and this guy does a scene of a barbecue at his parents' house, and he plays so many different characters on stage where you no longer see Eddie Murphy, which is almost like that. That to me is I've yet to see anyone do that again. Like, and then when he does Nutty Professor. And he plays the whole.
It makes sense that
he plays the whole family at the dinner table
because he could already do it when he was 22.
Exactly. That is like that's powerful to me. So I love stuff like that. That's like who I thought. When you were like, who do I like? I thought you were. Now that question made sense.
Yeah, influence. Sorry, because that's how I get with influence. Is I like them.
Yeah.
Like I become awestruck by them.
Yeah.
Like anybody in MMA, anybody in comedy where, like I've said it before, like even if they're younger than me, I still now feel 12 when they're like 35.
Yeah.
Even if that's nowhere near what the age thing is. It's just to me, I go, oh my God. Like the first time I ever met Tim Dillon, I remember like, he said, hey man, that was pretty good. And I said, thanks, Tim Dillon.
Yeah,
like
he said his full name.
Yeah,
thanks, Tim Dillon.
Because I couldn't. I was like, because that's who that really is, and I was blown away.
That's the wild thing about being up at the Comedy Stores. Like one day, Tim Dillon was bringing me up, and I'm like, this is crazy,
right?
Yeah, like and Ari Shaffir brought me up, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And these certain people that are Neal Brennan, which is it's always funny when Neal Brennan brings me up because of the Chappelle Show and stuff like that. Because he co-created the Chappelle Show and stuff. And I remember the first time he had to bring me up, he goes, they're going to be so excited and so disappointed at the same time.
Because he knew what he was going to say.
Yeah. He goes, I'm so excited to bring you up.
You can't blame him for doing it.
But it was just so fun, and the fact that I had that moment with Neal was like, it was just fun. It was just dope. Like, that kind of stuff gets me like a little butterfly inside,
So now that you're on the road and things are looking pretty good, hopefully financially it's getting better.
Not yet. You're not making money in comedy until you're making money.
I don't know what that means at all.
Meaning, like, it takes a while to make some like money.
Okay, but are you doing well on the road? Like, do people come from all around America?
Man, it's tough. Certain. I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's certain markets. I don't do good in every market yet.
What are the markets that you do well in, and what are the ones you do bad in?
Man, where did I do really bad?
Start off with the bad. Good
Louisville,
idea.
Kentucky, man. I remember this is funny. I went to Louisville, Kentucky, and I remember my flight got delayed, so I was late. So I didn't get there till the show started. Right.
So
I
landed to a show.
I landed right when the show started, but luckily the venue wasn't too far from the airport.
Okay, so
right?
you had other comics that were doing stuff before you
So
got
I just
up?
told them, I said, hey, let the openers do a little longer time.
Okay.
Right. And I get there, and I'm in like my sweatpants, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I pull up to the venue, and the GM comes out to get me, and he goes, I go, oh, we walk up to the venue, and I kind of like softly, like I could see inside, but not all the way. The door was kind of like slightly open or like partially or whatever. And I'm like, did the show start yet? And he goes, no, we were just going to wait for you. I was like, oh, cool. I said, is there people in there? And he goes, oh, yeah. I go, how many? He goes, 12.
Wow. How big is the venue? Like how many
350 seats.
Oh, dude.
I said to
I was hoping
myself,
you were going to say it, see it at like 15, 16.
shit, right? I got to that, man, and what was so funny is to get to the green room, I had to walk through the crowd because that's the only way to like the green room, because the green room's like on the other side of like the door, and you have to walk through from the main door, and you have to walk through the crowd. Yeah. And I'm walking through the crowd, and this guy goes, "You're late to your own show," and I go, yeah, everyone is. We're all late. And I was like, where's like, no one's here. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone's late.
Yeah.
And then I told myself, I said, man, I'm doing 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing, I was like, I will get off at that 45-minute mark. But I ended up doing like 58 minutes because I think I was just rolling in it and just kind of just like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Yeah. Where I was like, the 12 people were having fun. And then I was like, man, we got another night. Next night, 15. Hey, we
Progress.
added people. See? Come on.
Yeah.
Progress. 15 people. Again, I told myself, you're doing 45 minutes. And again, just going up there and just rolling, did 58.
Yeah, I mean, you love comedy, man. Like,
oh, yeah. I you have to really love it to like stay on stage like that. And the way those 15 and 12 people rocked with the show was like, I was like, I couldn't ask for a better outcome of it. You know, you gotta take those L's, man. But yeah, I don't sell out every show. Like, I mean, I sold out shows in Chicago.
That's gonna
Philly,
feel good, though, right?
Philly, I do good.
Selling out shows in Chicago must have felt pretty
Sacramento,
good.
yeah, it feels good. You know, I mean, there's people that do show up, but yeah, there's sometimes where I'm like, man, I'll even ask this year, I go, is there people out there? And they go, yeah, there's people. But they never tell me, you know what I mean? I'm like, tell me how many.
Yeah.
But yeah, not every market, man. It's tough. It's really fucking tough.
But you're
to sell
aware
tickets.
of that though, right?
Yeah, but I also know that every comic that is like before me and is doing really well has been in the same position.
I was gonna say, because I'm way newer than you, but I'm already pretty familiar with, you know, there's people that are really good that don't sell out. It doesn't mean you're not really good.
Yeah, it just means you haven't hit the fucking nation or whatever.
It's a weird thing. Comedy's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing.
Everyone's aware of it, and I guess these days because of you know, the culture, and some people demonize a few comedians here and there. That everybody's aware of comedians, but not everybody wants to go to a comedy show. It's a rare person that goes.
They really have to like you to fucking buy a ticket.
And when they go, somebody was just explaining to me on the weekend about this. It's like when they go, it's not they go because they love to see all the comedians. They got a hold of this one person, and they want to go see that person's show. That doesn't mean that they like that one person that they can't wait to see Jim Jeffries or whoever it is, who is also a legitimate, huge comedian. But they just like this one person because TikTok or a friend it's not like they like where like skateboarders. People love to see. They'll see Tony Hawk. They'll see Chad Musker. They'll see Nigel. They don't care. They're just like, whoa, because it's the whole community, and we love skateboarding.
Yeah.
We love everybody that's in skateboarding. With comedy, it's like somebody might just like one guy or one girl, and that's it.
Yeah, you never know sometimes. Yeah, they might. It's not like they like multiple comedians, just the one. Exactly. Yeah, I think you said it best right there. And yeah, and man, I mean, but also that's what makes it like fun. Well, it should make it fun to be able to figure out how to get people, and it just makes you like fight to be the best that you can be. I love that kind of grit.
Yeah,
that's like my favorite shit. The thing I love about comedy is you can't, like comedy will let you know how good you are.
Yeah,
like it kind of lets you know by the opportunities you get. Not saying like, like. If you're in your own like your hometown or whatever, or wherever you're based out of, it will let you know how good you are and stuff like that, and it will let you know if you're getting better. So the roads is just a little bit different because you're trying to reach people outside of where you're based out of. But I think there's that's what makes it fun. I mean, it's like with fighting. Fighting, you can't go around like you have to be good. You can't skip steps.
I'm glad you brought up fighting because I think that's a perfect analogy. It's like, to me, do I want to do a fight in front of a sold out crowd and lose, or would I want to do a fight in front of 50 people where I win? I want to win.
Yeah.
So to me, and this is only recent and because of my program and my constant work on my mental health, I've always been a show pony. I've always wanted to be special, feel special, have a bunch of fake friends and money. And like, you're a star. I don't care if you hate me. As long as I'm a star. Like, that's what I would have traded for the world. Now that I'm older and have gone through it all, to me, I want to be good at it.
Yeah.
Like in skateboarding, it's over for me in skateboarding. What do I have from skateboarding? If somebody pats me on the back because they recognize me at 7-Eleven, that's cool. But the greatest thing I got from skateboarding was at one point I could make that thing do whatever I wanted. And I can, and as many times as I've hit my head, I still recall some of these times where I could make this thing do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And it was the greatest feeling, and you can never take that away from me. So now that I'm in comedy, it's like, I've had things when I first started where, because of my name or whatever, you should headline. I'm like, I'm probably not ready for that. And there's been times where...
I respect that.
You respect that I know that I don't want to do that?
A lot of people don't...
I don't have a special coming either, and I'm really good with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people...
Expect that.
They'll just be like, all right, fuck it, I'll take the...
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
And it's like, you don't want to dump yourself into a situation that you're not ready for.
I'm not ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean,
I've done it for the radio show fans where I knew that everybody was coming to watch me and Tully and all the people from the radio show do stand up.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect much from me, and I didn't think that they were going to expect much from me either because they knew I was new.
Yeah.
But now, like, the more I understand comedy and the levels to it, I have a better respect. Like, have I got better? I've gotten way better. Am I anywhere near where I think I'm going? Not at all.
See, that's what I love that because sometimes like when you post something or if your stand-up's online, you'll get people, you'll get some good comments, and you'll get people like, "No, this is fucking trash and this sucks," and it's like. I'm trying to get better, dummy.
I probably agree,
Yeah,
especially me. There's probably only 3 videos out, and they're all bad. It's the first 2 years of my stand-up. Like, you show me your first 2 years, smart ass.
Exactly. It's also like I'm trying to get better.
But it's not about, the more I understand it, like the best I ever did was this weekend with Attell, who's one of the greatest. And it was the best I've ever done. But because of this new attitude... there were people like, man, that was amazing. We're going to get you back. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I left and I was like, that was cool. I'm more appreciative of Dave letting me do it. That was the best part of it to me that
Yeah.
somebody of that stature was like, hey man, you're pretty good. You can come back tomorrow if you want. And I was like, really? That I don't care about being better, being famous, getting a deal. Like I know that when I wake up tomorrow, nobody's calling me. There's no change. There's no like, this is it. You're on your way. Like, no, I'm not. I just got lucky. I got a spot, and I was very fortunate to do it in front of all these people that are real comedy fans because of Dave, not because of me. And that's what I get from it. I'm on my. I don't care if I'm on my way. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the fame. I just know that I got 3 days in a row, and I got way better. That's all I care about is getting way better, not so that I get a plane or a special. I want to get better so that I can be better, because one day, if I keep getting up, I'll be doing it at one point and going, I can do whatever I want right now and make everybody laugh about whatever I say because I've seen these other people do that. And that's what I want. And I feel like because of that, it's going to work out better for me in a way healthier manner. Because there was a time there, even in radio, I got big and I was like, I'm king shit. You know what I mean? Like, here I come. And it's like, here you come from what? Talking into a microphone?
Yeah.
Really, dude? You think you're better than somebody because you're fast on a microphone?
I know.
Like,
that's the funniest shit too.
I feel shame when I recall these days. Like, now it's like, you're just some asshole, man. Like, but you keep working. It's like, keep working at skateboarding, keep working at whatever it is you're into. Keep working it. If you love it, that's going to go a long way too.
Yeah.
But if you really love it and you get really good at it, that's what the God is giving you. It's not about like the pats on the back or the money in the bank. Like
that all falls into place. Like if you really think about it, that kind of comes with the territory. If you're just being the best that you can fucking be, if you're being the best that you can fucking be, and you're trying to fucking just get there, like all that other shit falls into place. And I've had to like, you know, calm myself down on that. Like I remember when I first started. Like I had that kind of like, like this, like, you know, this thing, there's a first comic, and I, you know, the first few sets I did were like, I did good, and then when I had my first bomb, that's when I was like, all right, I was like that was a punch in the fucking stomach.
That was the first time
I kept bombing.
That was the first time I realized I loved it.
Yeah,
because it hurt so much.
It hurts,
and I was like, why do you even care?
Love the grit,
and I'm like. I like the next day, I was like not all there.
Yeah, that's why.
Like, you okay, Jason? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's why like the online world like doesn't faze me in the sense of like it being like rude and like ruthless.
Well, that's
to
online.
You know? Yeah. But like, you know, I see a lot of people kind of like argue with people online about certain shit, but it's kind of hard for me to do that because a lot of times I'm just like, it is what it is. But like, but also like. I don't know. We got to have that point in our lives, or like in just life in general, to where you can just go, all right, I don't have to be online. I could just like exist. You know, a lot of times, what someone may think sucks online, it's like, well, these people right here are fucking laughing.
Dude, every time I freaked out on someone online, I was in such a dark place.
Yeah,
and that gives me the ansser. Like the reason you've
gone at it with people online.
Oh yeah. Because I've been so depressed in my life that when I read somebody saying they didn't like it or don't like me for whatever reason, I freaked out because I already hate myself more than that guy does. And now you're trying to stack on, and then I bring that rage comes back where I'm like, bitch, give me your address. Yeah. I'll show you how I really suck. You know, and then now from like working on myself, if someone's like, you're the worst comic I've ever seen, I'm like, you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm going to be back next weekend if anybody will let me.
Yeah, I'm going to
and I don't care if you back next weekend. I don't care if you've been doing it for 2 years or you've never done it. Like people tell me in boxing, you should pivot more. And I'm like, there used to be a time where I'd be like, how many fights have you had?
Yeah.
None. Shut the fuck up. But then now it's like, you know, you should pivot. I'm like, maybe I should. I don't. You know what I mean, like.
So have you gotten better about like not replying to shit?
What? Yeah. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to be happy. And if
I
can't get down with you anymore, like I just see it as I've been you.
It's just very
like Jake Paul. You're the worst boxer I've ever seen. I'll do it now for funny, but I'm not sincerely angry at him. Like, good for you, dude. You know?
Got it, yeah.
Like, there was a time there where I was like, fuck that guy, fuck this guy, and if the guy came to me...
He's a younger brother.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
He's doing good. He's fighting Mike Tyson. It's awesome. Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah,
kind of.
I know it's I don't have much critique on that kind of world because I'm like I'm like that's a world I've never fucking been in, so I don't know. Like
I'm just trying to say that I'm guilty of everything that anyone's ever done to me.
Oh, in the sense of like talking shit.
Yeah, I've done it all.
Got it.
I'll fire back, and I've also attacked, and I think it's from all the problems that I walk around with every day.
Damn.
Now that I see those, and this is not like, oh, you should see me from here on out, Shapel. I'm just like a saint. No, I still get dark. I still have bad days, and you can catch me on one.
Yeah.
You know, I can have a bad day, and you can cut me off and be like, get out of the car, motherfucker. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah. I just feel like for me personally, I think I've been hurt more offline than I have online.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of how like I see it, and it kind of helps me walk through that a lot smoother.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of hard. It's like, yeah, okay. Like I just, and that's not even to be like, this is like a trophy that I have. It's just, I think that's why I don't get as like upset, because I think I've been hurt
It's
more.
not a trophy. It's a credential.
Yeah.
You've got it, and you've seen it, and you don't need to.
Yeah.
arc
There's
up
like,
about
I've gotten
anything.
hurt in some real places.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like real life right in front of my face.
That a lot of people
kind of shit
have never.
Whereas like someone typing something out
Yep.
isn't necessarily, you know, yeah, sometimes it might sting a little bit. Also, it's like, yeah, you remember what happened, you know, so years ago
Right.
or whatever? Remember that when you dealt with that?
It's like getting punched in the head when you're a kid and you've never been punched in the head, and then having 10 years of being punched in the head, and someone punches you in the head now. I'm like, whatever. Because I got practice.
Yeah,
I got credentials in getting punched in the
one
head.
time, one of my brothers died in like 2013. I had made a post about my brother. I usually post about him on his like birthday or whatever. And someone
said something
tried
negative?
Someone said something negative. But it was funny because like it's a funny thing to say to a person when it's like, well, I know how I feel about my brother, and I know how he felt about me, so I don't know what you want me to do with this information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can make fun of that. You have the right to.
Yeah.
Why do they
I
not
just
have
see
the
that
right to?
person
Why do they
as
have why do
a
they
lot
not have
sadder
the
than
right?
you and I will ever be.
What'd you say?
I just see that person that makes that comment as a lot sadder of a person than you and I will ever be. Because can you imagine doing that to somebody else?
Oh hell no. Make fun
Do you
of
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how sad is that person
Yeah.
that they think that this is a time to get a reaction from you? Mm-hmm. Just to me, I go, wow, dude,
Yeah.
how bad is things
It's like, yeah,
got
you
for
really wanted to reply, but I was
Like-
like, I still didn't reply.
You are angry.
Yeah.
And angry is sad.
Hey, what you doing?
Yeah. Noticed you two are making
Rumble-bean.
fast friends over there. Are you warming up to the idea of welcoming
handling it well.
a hairless animal into your life?
I mean, I feel them nails a little bit.
Yeah.
Rumblebean,
That's
stop
the part,
licking it.
that's the part that scares me. There you go.
nails.
Oh, look at him.
If he does that, he's cool then.
Look at him. He loves you.
Yeah.
Do you think he's cute or do you think he's ugly?
No, I think he's adorable, especially what he's doing right now. What does he do this with everybody, every guest?
No,
Oh, really?
about half.
One of my best friend of like 20-something years, when I lived with him, him and his husband had fucking 3 dogs, 3 cats at one time, and shit like that. And
I have 5 dogs.
you do?
Yeah.
His cats, like I loved them,
Yeah.
but whenever they would come up to me, and my friend, my best friend's such a jackass. What he'll do, because he knows I'm terrified of cats. Like, well, I'm like, if they're doing this, it's cool. But it's like when they're like jumping or like they're trying to like do something, I freak
You mean
out.
playing?
Yeah. I
You
freak
get
out.
scared
It's
when a cat
it's the,
plays
the
with you?
nails, The nails.
What do you think the nails are going to do?
And so there was times he'd be holding something that looked like his cat, and he'd be like, "Huh," and he would just throw it at me, and I would freak out so bad.
What do you think worst case scenario would happen if a cat was playing with you?
Cat scratch fever.
And then what would happen?
I don't know.
Do you think you're going to bleed out?
See,
I bleed it out, dig it deeper just to throw it away.
I know your
two
podcast
solid
has a lot of
references.
music in it, but just calm down.
See, it's funny because we've been down this conversational road many, many times over the years, and Jason's where he draws a line in the sand is ultimately I will murder that animal before it murders me. Ergo, it's not a problem. I fall more on your side of yes, but in the process, this animal's going to scratch me up, and I don't need that in my life.
Yeah. I don't want to be
Is that
scratched.
what you think?
I just want to be scratched.
And like, you think it'll like scar you for the rest of your life that you'll deal with a cat scratch?
Oh, he wants to sing so bad.
You know what I was gonna sing?
What?
Yeah.
I was gonna sing Papa
Scratch
Roach Scars.
Thank
Oh,
God.
my goodness.
God, it was-
Scars revive.
No, dude. It's.
I'm sorry. I
He sings-
have a
Do you
habit
know-
of
Do you know the
Fever.
worst any good songs?
Yeah, right.
yes.
So far, so
And
not.
it's good. And it's good. Better than Ezra?
That was worse than Ezra.
Hey!
God,
I know.
stop.
I know.
I think I'm scared of you singing.
Did you say stop? Here we go. I'm just kidding.
He's doing Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So check it. There's this raccoon. There's a hairless raccoon up in
Do you
Canada.
like raccoons?
I don't think I've ever really.
What about that guy?
I don't think
is
I've ever encountered
adorable.
one. That is really cute.
So it was out in the cold. And they saw it and they didn't know what it was. And they're not really sure mange, parasites, whatever made it lose its hair. So they had to it was like doing what your Chihuahua does. Sometimes it was like outside and it found like a hot water heater or something. It was hanging out against.
Oh,
So they're hoping that they can figure out what's wrong with him so that they can so that he can regrow hair.
yeah. And
Can raccoons have AIDS?
That guy can.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe he has raccoon AIDS.
or just cancer.
Yeah.
No, chemo makes you lose your hair. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you're wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong.
But AIDS makes you lose your hair,
Oh.
doesn't it? Didn't Tom Hanks lose his hair in Philadelphia?
I didn't actually watch Philadelphia.
Man, what's wrong with you? You don't
Did
like
I
gay
really
movies?
Did I really miss anything?
It's a good
I heard
movie.
it's a powerful movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I said I heard it's a
Yeah, that's
powerful
what I thought
movie.
I heard.
No, man.
It is on my
good
to
movie.
watch.
No, is it? You're never gonna watch it.
How about can I interest you in a bald squirrel?
Hell yeah, you can. Man, I want to be his friend. I love
Wow.
his tail didn't give up though.
Is there something wrong?
Yeah.
And his face.
Obviously, there's a problem with it's a fucking hairless.
Why?
This guy probably has.
I've got no hair. Nothing wrong with me.
True.
He just looks so thin. It's like Ozempic. He
Yeah.
looks like
that's the thing.
he looks like
fucking
Sharon
so
Osbourne.
thin.
People don't realize that fur makes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
You know, like
I know,
cats.
I feel bad like when it gets cold.
People don't realize how wrinkly cats are.
I did not.
That's all cats are that wrinkly.
wrinkly one, huh? We're just going to bed.
Did you know dogs also very wrinkly?
Yeah. Well, you can.
I've never seen
you
a
can kinda
hairless
tell.
dog.
Well, you can kind of tell they're out there
Oh, there's a lot of hairless dogs.
because like
Now
when
they're
you
breeding them, you'll see more.
yeah
Because once there's a hairless dog, they make that hairless dog fuck another hairless dog.
yeah
Because people like me, like cool, like artsy fartsy people that want weird animals, so you can like, ooh, look at me. They buy them, so people now know. So if you have the hairless poodle, they're gonna make that poodle fuck.
Why
another
is it
hairless
so bad to buy dogs?
Well, because you're supposed to rescue them
Because there's so many that.
that are been
Okay,
put down
got
and
it.
stuff. Yeah, but if you have cat allergies, you can have one of these guys because he has no hair.
yeah, or you can have a hairless rat.
Well, luckily, I don't have cat allergies, Mr. Rumpel.
Where's a hairless rat?
You got a hairless dog?
That's a hairy
That's a
McCone.
hairy McCone.
I've seen that.
Wait, that is a normal. Like, what's wrong with that back bit?
That's his nuts, bro.
That's not real.
That's not nuts.
Normal rats don't have those.
Dude, his nuts have nuts.
That's not real. You guys have added man's nuts.
Wait,
to
show
it.
me a hairless dog.
Yeah, show him a hairless dog.
That's what I want to see. What is that?
That's a hairless
rabbit?
chickmunk.
That
Oh, chipmunk.
Or a
is-
hairless rabbit.
That's a hairless hamster.
Hamster.
Do all hamsters have those cheeks, or has he got stuff in? He's got
I
stuff.
He's
in
got
Yeah.
stuff in those cheeks.
He's
They
got
can't
like
not have stuff in there, huh?
Right?
he's got like John Oliver energy.
Why you say that?
I don't
John
know. I
Oliver.
just
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like
Oliver
he's
have
like
big cheeks?
no, it's just
No, but he
like
does look like he could store some stuff.
He does?
Yeah,
I feel like I got chubby cheeks.
I think it's just I don't
The
know.
carbs.
Yep. Do you need help?
Mentally?
No,
Oh.
physically.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be put on a regiment?
You know a good one?
Yeah.
So I'm vegetarian,
Yeah.
but I love carbs.
Vegetarian does make it harder.
that's
but-
almost the problem. Is it's like
Because your meat, your protein is a lot of carbs sometimes. Like your fake chicken and your fake other stuff.
I try
is
not
like-
to eat that fake meat shit.
Right.
What are you doing?
it's just so easy to default to like the lazy
What are you doing?
like the lazy vegan foods are still healthy and there's a lot of fun carnivore foods that aren't
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
that
yeah.
bad for you, but when you're in that vegetarian layer it's a lot of like pizza and French fries. It's real easy to fall into
What you
that.
doing?
What about you can't go vegan, right? No. Because you love dairy?
I like eggs.
Okay, eggs is okay, but you can't. Can you do no dairy?
I don't like milk.
Because this is how this.
Milk's fucking gross.
Don't eat. Hey, don't eat dairy and don't eat bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do that.
If you do that, you'll be okay.
Yeah, dude, eggs. That's like Hulkamania stuff. You'd
I
be
love
fine.
eggs. Man.
Yeah.
Eggs are
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
good.
What about egg whites?
Yeah. Love egg whites.
Then you would lean down even faster.
Rank the egg preparations in your mind.
Who?
Rank egg prep. What are you, scrambled guy? You over easy?
I like over easy.
Oh, yeah.
I love a good poached egg too.
Oh, that's the yolk.
Yeah, poached egg on toast.
So you can't eat egg whites.
Yeah, I can.
Be honest. Every day.
All right, you're right. You got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Because you just mentioned the two, and you smiled when you said both of them.
Yeah.
You got real happy about the yolk.
You're
bit,
picturing that liquid
Yeah.
gold
Yeah.
draining
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
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 I know you are.
You felt it?
which is okay.
I saw it. I
Yeah.
saw it.
It's okay.
I know. My face spoke loudly about it, huh?
Yeah, man. It's egg fever at my house because it was just Easter here. So we had deviled eggs with dinner last night, and I had an egg salad sandwich for lunch today.
Yeah.
And they're all got that weird blue and pink dye in them because I'm stealing them from my daughter. She
You
decorated
know what?
them
You know
all,
what
now
it
I'm eating
is
them.
when I think about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I appreciated how fit I was, and
Yeah,
that's
well,
why I'm
you're
at where
22.
I'm at. I didn't appreciate it,
Yeah.
and I don't even think I realized it because cheerleading is kind of sneaky. You don't realize how
You guys work out
because
a
I
lot.
thought it was. I thought I was just having fun. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was. I never thought of it as working out.
Well, that and you're not in your late 30s. Like when you work out now, you wake up sore. When you're 22, you don't wake up sore
Nah, sore.
from working out. It doesn't even exist. Now you wake up and you go, oh man, I've been lifting lately, and I am trash sometimes, and I'm
yeah,
like, dude,
it's tough, huh?
And my friend's like, you coming to the gym today? And I'm like, yeah.
You know how many push-ups I can do?
How many
8.
right now?
Not right now.
You think you do less?
Yeah, you gotta let me warm up.
What about hanging out with your co-host and band member and doing some jiu-jitsu?
You know what
Yeah,
it
you
is?
should roll with
so
Joel.
one time,
It's a good show.
There you go.
Rogan sent me to a place, and I went to.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah,
Dude, ask.
but I hate even saying that. I hate that I even just said that right now. That's weird.
I wasn't asking. I'm not taking it as a name drop. I'm taking it as a health advice.
Oh, got it.
If you've got his number, say, hey, man, I'm trying to cut down a little bit. What do you suggest I eat? I'm a vegetarian. And he will
And
get
he'll be like, "Get that elk!"
Yeah, he's going to mail you a bow.
He's gonna mail me a boat. Hey, I sent you some of the mail for your diet.
you shoot a cat and eggs at the supermarket.
Just eat this.
There's other
And
ways.
then I'm out there in the fucking Burbank trying to find something.
A Griffith Park
Yeah,
poacher.
Griffith Park. Yeah, trying to just fucking
Do some protein.
because I'm not gonna go to the woods. I tell you that much.
Do a lot of plant-based protein.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
in water.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Not oat milk or any of that other stuff.
Yeah, I could do that. That's
You can do
easy.
coconut milk. The rest of those milks I don't trust. I'm hearing a lot of corn syrup is in them and stuff.
You can make oat milk real easy. Like with oats.
Go on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you-
how much milk would you get out of the oats? Like if
No,
it's a
you
normal
don't-
person at home.
you don't milk the oat milk is basically just very watery blended oats.
Okay, so it's a lot of water, right?
Yeah, it's water and oats.
Right.
You
How
can
do
do
you
it.
do it with almonds?
Those they actually squeeze. No, I don't know. They grind them up.
It's not a good idea. That's what I've heard. Dr. Drew Pensky told me that they got
No,
syrup in it.
Well, you know, the store-bought brands versus making your own. I don't know anybody who's making their own almond milk, but making your own oat milk, you get a bag of oats and you got tap water and you have a NutriBullet, you got oat milk.
I've heard it like
wow.
this. If the oat milk tastes good, you probably shouldn't be drinking it.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a good rule of
That is
thumb.
a
Because
really
I've had some
Almost-
oat milk that just
That's the good stuff.
that's good stuff. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the that's
It's like,
the
when it tastes like water.
Yeah.
because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If a protein bar is like, wow, this is like a candy bar. Boom.
Yeah,
Guess
did it,
what?
yeah, did it say you should be eating
Yeah,
it?
protein cookies.
Yeah.
I got bad news.
It's so funny how they get away with that shit when you're like, oh, we have this now, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. It was like
You know
when,
what burns
when
fat?
McDonald's got the salad.
You know what burns fat? Muscle.
What'd you say?
Muscle burns fat. So you get jacked. Because that's the other thing. You got potential jackness.
Yeah, you are already jacked.
Yeah.
You
I
just need to, you
was.
just
But
need to
now
reclaim
you
your
would
former
be
jackness.
way more jacked.
Did you know
Don't do it.
McDonald's tried to?
I was close.
Tried
It
to,
was.
You know what I liked about doing comedy in London?
What?
I felt like the crowd I felt like they let you be a comedian.
Yeah?
they don't take anything like they don't take what you're doing.
They know you're telling jokes.
They know you're telling a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know for me, when I get on stage, nothing I'm saying is like, it's just all goof.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they take it as I feel like sometimes when I do shows out here in like LA, they're looking at me as like, why would you say that?
Yeah. Some touchy motherfuckers out here.
I was doing a joke about being called the N-word, and I said with the hard R, and then this was in, where was that, Redondo Beach or something like that, and then this just to show you the level of fucking, this lady raised her hand and she goes, "What's hard R?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Lady."
Yeah.
Like Basic Instinct.
Lady,
Yeah, I was like, I'm
friends
not
use it.
fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not fucking explaining, because everyone looks back at her like,
Yeah.
what?
It's crazy she didn't know that, and it's crazy she raised her hand to bring it up.
And well, that wasn't even the craziest part.
Okay, what is crazy?
I go back to my set, and then she goes, "Oh, I Googled it." Redondo.
Yeah, shout out to Redondo.
Yeah. Straight up. I Googled it. And I was like, okay.
It's weird. The internet has so much information, but yet people can be so sheltered. It's really
But like,
weird.
there's just like a difference, like the fact that she felt compelled to be like, what is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's the difference of like doing comedy for certain people. Certain people just should never go to comedy shows.
Yeah.
Because you gotta watch the comedy shows if you're watching TV, like
Well-
like a TV show.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take the TV show that's written and scripted literal.
Well, some people, but yeah, I know. I see what
I
you're
mean, maybe
saying.
people with their soap operas.
Yeah.
My grandma would get so hyped over that shit. I'm like, it's not real.
You take the good with the bad, At this point, it's the only way to go. If you don't get it, why don't you get it? I'd like to know what's going on in your mind. And if it's disgusting, well, duly noted. Now
Duly
I know
noted.
that you're out there. And next time I hear that, I'll know.
Right. There's one lady. This is recent. This is in Irvine.
You're going to all the good places for
I know,
you.
right? I was doing. I was talking about cheerleading, and how I did it, and she was just staring at me like. I said, "What?" I was like, "What's going on?" I don't believe you. I go, of all things I can make up on this stage,
Yeah.
why the fuck would it be cheerleading?
Yeah.
And then I said, why don't you believe me? I'm always interested. I was like, I'm interested when someone doesn't believe me.
No.
And she goes, you don't look like one. I go, well, what does a cheerleader look like? And then she pointed at a lady behind her. She goes, her. I go, miss, you ever cheered? And she goes, never. I go, huh,
Yeah.
we don't have a look.
You got her.
Exactly, because I do the joke or whatever, and then once I finished the joke, and the joke hit really big, because of it, and then I just stared at her like, because I do like a little move in the joke, and so
Yeah.
I just fucking stared at her like just fucking. And she's like, "I'm sorry."
Aw.
Did you ever drop a cheerleader?
Have I? Yeah. When my first year,
Like, did
there's-
they get hurt?
yeah, she broke her collarbone.
Did you laugh?
No, I felt bad because I didn't, but also I didn't know what I was doing. That was my first year.
What were you supposed to do? That
So
you
when
didn't
you
do?
hold someone above your head,
Yeah.
so obviously she's standing on my fucking hands.
Yeah.
When someone's coming down from that high in the air, the last thing the thing you should do is let go of their
Grab
feet.
her ankles.
No, let go of their feet and catch their body,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's how you protect them.
And you didn't?
No, I held on to her feet and I was like,
You slammed her.
I didn't slam her. You saw how slow I went.
Dude, you slammed her.
No, I did not slam her.
Well, when she's falling, she's only got 4 things to stick in front of herself to break her fall, and you took 2 of them out of the equation.
Yeah,
I did.
The most important ones.
It was a slow fall, and I was just like,
Dude, the slower your hands are, the faster
I
her
felt
face goes
so
to the
bad.
ground. Yeah.
I felt so bad.
Because I remember hearing, and I believe it's true, that the most dangerous amateur sport in America, it's like a trick question, nobody gets the right answer to,
machines.
is it's not football, it's not hockey, it's cheerleading.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to think. I mean, there's a lot of concussions because you're throwing people in the air and they're flipping, and you got to catch them. And
Wait, people get knocked out a lot?
yeah, people get knocked out. There's
Cool.
Dude,
people
we got a
that-
couple of videos of some of the greater fails.
And then there's a lot of times people tear, like when you're flipping.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ACL tears. There's a lot of Achilles.
I don't want to tell
On
you.
the landing
I don't
or
want to
s-
tell you your business, but if you're just occasionally busting out backflips on stage, that's what I would be concerned about if I were you.
What?
She'll be all right.
Achilles.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, do you know how much I weigh? I should not be flipping.
Yeah.
This one's OG. This one's OG right here. I seen this one. We used to watch this back in the day. Yep.
Is this on the concrete?
Yeah, she does a toe touch basket toss and she flies backwards. I remember this.
I love that you know the
Oh,
terminology.
I know exactly what happened.
Of course you
better.
do.
Yeah. Watch this. We used to laugh at it all the time. She was like, "Woo, goodbye."
Oh, dude. They threw her so far away from.
So what happens is so you're supposed to throw her up.
Yeah.
And they threw her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
think actually let me watch it again and I'll be able to tell.
She's
Let me
alright
see.
though.
Okay, something.
Could have been her fault too. She leaned back.
So no, they threw her up. Oh. They threw her up.
She leaned back.
She leaned back. She
Yep.
threw her shoulders
I
back.
saw that.
Cause she was trying to so she was trying to hit her toe touch
Looks
in
like
the air, but
she
she was
knocked the
supposed
air
to
out
like
of her, but
rise
she'd
to
be
the
fine.
top. Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
That
Except
you know,
I saw
sometimes when you see those falls, they're not as bad as like they don't get they're not like terribly
Yeah,
as
I
bad.
agree.
Oh, let me see this one.
Wait,
feel like-
this one made the news?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, that's got to be a good
Dude,
Oh,
okay.
this was funny.
Oh,
Yep.
this is terrible.
Boom.
Well, that's her fault.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
So the team is about to run through the big banner
Yeah.
thing, and at the last second, a cheerleader's like, "Actually, this one thing right over here
Yeah.
needs to be fixed."
You idiot.
Unbelievable.
I'll tell you one thing, that ain't never happened to me.
You ever see the one where the Little League go through it and they can't go through it?
Oh yeah, it's so cute.
And they just can't break it.
They bounce,
Yeah, they
they
can't
bounce
break-
off it.
Solid.
What's this one? You know.
See someone get racked.
This. Okay, nice.
It's one of the
End
guys
time.
holding her. I'll give you that clue. So she's up on top.
Yeah.
Catch a pussy in the face.
Let's see what happens. She's about to double down, and that was
And that guy's a broken
yeah,
nose.
because the way she fucking twisted her body. So
You
she
can
didn't-
actually hear it.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I would have killed her. 1,000%. I would
That
have
was
killed
her
her.
fault?
I support you.
Yeah, that's her fault. Look how crazy she's spinning. Her legs are all over the place.
yeah.
She doesn't have a tight body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would. Yeah. Oh, if she was on my cheer team.
Yeah.
Oh.
Becky would have been a dead woman.
Oh,
what?
you would have been a dead woman.
You would have killed her?
Yeah.
You can't
Fuck
kill
yeah.
her. She didn't mean
I'm
it.
glad you got that anger thing under control.
Yeah. Oh, I was ruthless at practice.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
dog.
used to
I
kill
was
women?
fucking like I just get heated
And
If we-
yell at
like-
ladies.
Yeah, bruh. First of all, they'll do the yell at ladies thing because the girls I cheered with, some of them were evil as fuck.
Who's the most evil
Nope.
cheerleader you ever met?
I don't want to say names because
course not.
I still know them,
Wait, you still know evil bitches?
bruh. Yeah.
Why are you so mean to women?
Okay, don't you do that? Don't you do that? No,
What is
these
your
aren't
thing?
women. These are my teammates.
So you got one, you've only had one
I would
girlfriend,
get I would get buck about like if the shit didn't hit. We was
What do you mean didn't hit?
like if we're at practice
Yeah.
and we're doing our routine
Yeah.
and if someone fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the guy like kicking trash cans and punching garages because I'm like, why the fuck?
Dude.
I would get so mad. Also, if I didn't think you were working hard enough, I'd sit down because I'm like, I'm working my fucking ass off.
Dude, you are hard.
You're
hard to work with, you know that?
I was fucking bully central
You
Oh,
need to-
man.
when
you
it
need
came to
You need to let
cheerleading.
us some steam.
Yeah,
man.
because this changes the whole, like, you were the first one there
Yeah.
and the last one to leave. I'm like,
Yeah.
Rudy. But
No,
no.
I'm not gonna give you no Rudy story. Hell no,
Yeah.
I ain't Rudy.
Yeah, you need to.
So where, I've
need
always
to get
been,
back in the
I've always
gym.
been curious about this. This is in college, right?
No, college was different.
Okay, but you were.
I wasn't as ruthless in college because I think we were just everyone was good.
Okay, everyone was
Okay.
working hard.
Yeah, so
just
I
wonder-
never like felt that like.
like where the male cheerleader fits into the ecosystem of the sporting program, right? Because it's like the guys on the sports team are like the big men on campus, and then it's like in theory the like quarterback guy dates the hottest cheerleader chick, and you're just kind of like the guy who gets to hold her butt until the football player's done playing. Like, what was the relationship like when you interacted with the dudes on sports teams?
You know what? So interesting enough, a lot of guys, like growing up, they thought it was the dopest thing that I cheered. They fucking loved it. Like dudes from my high school would come to my competitions because they were like, "Yo, Shapel fucking throws these girls up, and then he'll fucking get in the corner and just go do this long ass tumbling pass and shit like that." So they loved seeing it because they thought it was just so dope. Because I was really, really good at it.
Yeah, sure, obviously.
So they thought it was just like the coolest thing, and so they more so supported it And it's like I got made fun of more for skateboarding and being a black dude that skated and that listens to punk rock music than I ever did getting made fun of for being a cheerleader.
All right.
Yeah, I never really got made fun because they just thought it was cool. It was almost like just a thing to see. Like I was just like, you think about me go at school and I bust out those flips.
Oh,
you know
sure.
what I mean? So
Right.
everyone was just like, yo, what the fuck?
And you're a terrible skateboarder.
You never see me skate?
I've seen you skate.
You never see me skate.
Keep tumbling, champ. Is this you?
How'd you find that?
It looks like it's on your Instagram.
Is this you at your
But
prime?
that's later years. That's later.
So
You're
did
talking
you,
about-
you were better than this?
yeah.
Way better.
Yeah, when I was younger.
You ollie down 4 steps.
That was a 6 there.
Okay, well,
But you got to realize this is
barely made
this
it.
is for never doing it in a long time. That's for like not doing it.
Okay, so you were way better than this.
Yeah, back in the day,
How much better?
I'd say 4 times better.
Okay.
Yeah, I miss it
What are you doing again?
because I don't have that energy that I had when I was like youthful. One of the things I miss is like, you know, one of my favorite things. I mean, I loved fucking just kick flipping stairs and ollieing big stairs, and that's like it's like I know I'm not gonna do that ever again. So that's why I don't go as hard in skateboarding because it's like if I'm not gonna do that, then why am I going? Why would I go so hard at
Yeah.
it? That's the shit that I miss. Is like just doing the biggest stair sets.
Right.
I love that.
That's a young man's game.
Yeah, it's a young man's game.
Yeah.
It's a young.
There are a couple of guys that are older that do
elementary
it.
school.
But they
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's guys as old as you that do it.
Yeah.
But they were doing 20 stairs when they were 25.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's like for me. I mean, I remember when this 10 stair got built at our school, it was a fat 9 stair, right? That got built at our school or elementary school. And I remember when that shit got built, like I was like, I got to be the first one to fucking hit that shit.
Yeah.
And I fucking
How old were you?
oh shit. I think I was 14.
Okay.
14.
Prime.
Yeah. 14. Because and also like I loved Andrew Reynolds in the way he would just do the biggest shit.
That's what the guy I was talking about.
Yeah,
That guy
yeah.
still jumps big stuff.
Dude, the biggest stuff.
He's like almost 40
Bro,
or something.
I mean, those cats, like he'll still run up
but
Hollywood
he
High
trains,
School.
dude.
That's what I'm saying.
He like
So-
does exercises to help like impact.
and that's the thing. So it's like, yeah, like I mean, yeah, I know I'm talking shit. My ego was probably like, oh, he's saying I ain't good, but no, yeah, I don't think I was like, I like cheerleading more for
Yeah.
sure.
Because I mean, I guess I don't know that much about cheerleading, but from what I saw of those videos, you were very talented.
Yeah, it was really good.
That goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly. And I think when I got into cheerleading, as much as I love skate, like cheerleading, yeah, like I stopped skateboarding when I got into cheer.
Right.
Because it was just like there was just something, and the world was just so different, and I just really I fucking loved it.
So are you on the road or are you home?
I'm home, like I'm like off and on. I was on the road like a lot this like last month, but like I'm like off and on right now.
How long do you go on the road at a time?
I do like probably I'd say 2 weekends out of the month.
Okay.
3 if I'm like lucky, but I try not to. My thing is I'm not trying to go to every city because I know I'm not gonna do well in every city. I'd rather wait and just build and let the demand kind of
That's how
get there.
That's what everyone does.
I think that's the smartest way to do it. So a lot of people they'll just go, but not me necessarily. I don't just want to just go out and fucking do a bunch of cities and just do a show for 12 people all the time.
Right.
Like, yeah, I did it. I went through it, but it's like I don't need to like fly to go do that.
Right. Because then you spend your money, right?
Yeah.
Could you go everywhere? Like, would the clubs have you and fly you out, or it doesn't work like that?
Yeah, I mean, they probably would, but it's also like I'm like I don't need to go everywhere. Like I didn't need to go do that Louisville weekend.
Yeah. Did you think that scarred you from taking these little gigs?
Not scarred. I'd say it just made me go, hey, don't do that.
Okay.
Like it's like, hey, we got to be strategic about it. You don't need to do every city. Also, there's a lot of things. I find my way. There's a lot of great clubs that are smaller clubs. Like there's a really good club in Bakersfield called Well Comedy, the Well Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And that seats I think about 150 150 people.
Yeah.
And that's a great room. And I think that like I go do that, you know, and all I have to do is drive an hour and a half.
So
and
you get a lot of shows in LA.
Yeah, I get a ton of shows in LA.
San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego too. And so yeah, there's
So you can kind of stay busy
actually,
locally.
Riley came and saw me in San Diego.
Riley Hall.
Yeah. He came through and saw me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, like there's shows like that. I mean, you know, rest in peace to the fucking rec room in Huntington Beach. You've done that room before, right? You never done the rec room? Oh, that rec room was really good. It was a room in Huntington Beach that had like 160 seats. But like those kind of rooms, yes. But sometimes when they send me out to these rooms that seat like 500, I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do with this
Do
room?
you tell them that?
Yeah.
And they go, it doesn't matter as long as you feel like get 100?
Well, a lot of times they'll like, you know, what a club can do is like push free tickets, but I'm like, well, then I'm become the free ticket guy. Like you can push the free tickets, like, and it's like people are only going to come see me if there's free tickets there.
Is that who loses there?
I mean, you get a guaranteed. There's a guaranteed you get.
So how's that bad?
Because it's like, it's so defeating when you go into a club. So say you do a club that seats, we'll say 400 seats.
Yeah.
And you sold like 100 tickets. They gave you this guarantee.
Yeah.
Or say you sold like 100 some tickets.
Yeah.
And then they push free tickets for the rest of the shit.
Yeah.
Right? You know how defeating it is to walk away with just the guarantee when there's fucking 400 people in there?
Yes, I do.
Exactly. So that's the part that like, and it's like, fuck. That hurts the soul. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that feeling. Some people may not care about it, but I know for me, it's just when you walk away with that check and it's like, and then the amount of people that were there and the amount of people that, especially if it was a good show, if the show was good and you like fucking killed it or whatever. Now, granted, yeah, you could bring your merch and stuff like that, but like,
Get video.
you can video, you can do all that stuff,
Crowd
but
work
like,
videos.
but like to sit there and like, that feeling is not I don't like that feeling. I don't like it at all. I don't like.
I think you're
tickets.
very fortunate that you have enough places to do it locally that you don't have to take those jobs. Because it sounds like you're pretty busy.
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty busy, not as busy as some other people, but I feel like I do. I feel like I do okay. Not where I want to be for sure, but I
But you're on your way, man.
I feel very blessed and very thankful. Like every day when I wake up in a city, I'm like, man, I'm out here because I do stand-up comedy and
That's
I'm here
awesome.
to make people like laugh.
Yeah.
Even if some people do think I suck, it's like, at least I'm like trying to get better. And, I know this is going to make me better. And that's the thing. Yeah. That show with 12 people. Yeah. I think that made me a better comic.
All right.
I feel like every time I go do a weekend somewhere, go do a road gig, and it may not be the most people in the audience, but I do at least feel that I'm, becoming a better comic. And
Stage
I feel like
time makes you better for sure, right?
it does make you better. And like, I feel like I'm on a level where I'm becoming a better headliner. I feel like I'm getting better as a headliner and carrying my weight for, 50 minutes or 55 minutes. And, because at first, you're kind of like, okay, I'll make this joke. I'll try to stretch this joke out, make this longer. But now I feel like I have a set to where it's just like I can comfortably walk through without feeling like, all right, let me do crowd work right here.
Okay.
To kind of fill this like space.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Now I feel like I can walk through with material. Not saying I don't do crowd work. It's fun and whatever, but I'm not the strongest at wanting to like post it really,
Why not?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Good argument.
Yeah. I think for me, I get excited about like, not saying I've never posted it. I have posted it and it is fun. I think those are fun moments. But I don't know. I just like the material.
Yeah.
A lot of times I think, because the toughest part to me of comedy is writing a joke.
Yeah.
Is the hardest part is writing a joke. Whereas like, like I can, a lot of times, I can be quick and witty with like, with someone, like the back and forth because I know at the upper hand, I know I can make it goofy.
Yeah.
You know, or sorry, I know I have the ability to make it goofy, just vibing off what they deliver to me.
Yeah.
You know, but I do love I do love a good joke.
Yeah.
A good structured,
Makes sense.
well written joke from like start to finish. That's the fucking.
What
part I
website
like.
do you go to see your tour dates and stuff?
Oh, what is it? ChapelLacey.com.
That makes sense.
You got the lesser known characters pod.
I do.
Got your band.
Mad Peaceful, yeah.
Mad Peaceful.
It's always nice when people bring that up.
Chappelle, thanks for being on the show, dude. Love
Hey,
you.
thanks for this cat not scratching me.
They don't all do that. I'm so confused. You got the wrong cat.
Right?
Whoever you met was a mean cat. Most cats are like that.
Yeah, there's a reason why some people choose to keep them as pets.
Yeah. They're
Really?
they're pretty cool.
Maybe one day I'll get a cat.
You seem relaxed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah. You made it comfortable.
Yeah. Thanks for being on the show, dude.
Oh, thanks for
Everybody
having me.
will be back next week, and check out Patreon. There's archives now, so there's all this old stuff. There's so much content. It's patreon.com/AllisMate. Don't die.